Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Let me go straight back to the pause screen for a second. Bonjour, c'est moi, Danny. Welcome back to another episode of Tell Me Why here on my channel. In the last episode, we found the twins' treasure chest where we are now. And we found the old storybook, and we read 3 stories. And, well, as you just heard from Tyler, apparently he had a diary, I'm assuming, where he wrote down his true feelings, which we already assume their mother didn't take too kindly to, judging by her little, I don't know, fallout, I guess, when she screamed at him when he wanted her to cut his hair short. And, well, apparently she found his diary, which is not a good sign also because we can already focus on the next memory. And I have a feeling that it's gonna be a bad one. So, let's do it, shall we? Oh, okay, just in here.
Mom? Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Well, again, Mother of the Year. So what it seems like now is, we've seen that in the opening cutscene that took place 10 years ago, where Tyler told the police officer that he stabbed his mother, and from what I'm assuming, also judging by the trailers, judging by the scenes that were in the trailer, that she, the mother, Marianne, was actually following through with her words, telling him that she would hurt him before he could transition, and that she might have shot him if he didn't stab her. Because that's what it seems like right now. But yeah, he had...
Diary's probably in Marianne's room.
Yes, I know.
I should go check.
Even back in the day, when he was fighting with his mom about it, He said some very nice words. Nice words, but that's not the word I was looking for. He said some very wise words, that's the word, that she had no right to read his diary, let alone take it away from him, and then say what she did say to him. To use excessive force to keep him from transitioning into his real form, into his real him, I guess.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
I'm curious to see what else we will uncover in terms of bad memories with Mom. Because it can only get worse from here, right? Our space contact. Okay, what else can we observe? The City of Love.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
Is it Korean? Because I'm sure the Kyung, if it's pronounced Kyung, is Korean, right? I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at this.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too group thinking.
And not fit for girls, I assume. Yeah, bullshit, mother. Delos Hockey Club. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't like sports either, but not for the reason that their mom probably didn't like it. I never got the appeal of it, to be honest. You know, staying fit is one thing, but, you know, these team sports, I really never got into team sports, to be honest. And, yeah, but if you're a girl, back then he was still a girl, if your girl wants to join a hockey club, then you let her join a hockey club. If you can afford it, of course. If money is an issue, that's a different story, obviously, but yeah. Oh. Another memory.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay, but I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name.
He who shall not be named. Okay. Maybe we'll meet the Ice King. Because if the stories are based on reality, which I was theorizing in the last episode, you know, with Marianne being the princess and the goblins being Tyler and Allison and the bear being some charming guy who wants to win her heart, maybe the Ice King... Was it the Ice King or the Ice Troll? The Ice King, right? I already forgot, holy shit. Well, whatever he was called, maybe he's based on somebody in real life as well. We're gonna meet them, I don't know.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Hand it over.
So my theory was right, the princess was the mom. Just saying.
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
Well, you already
First
know.
ghost memories, now storybook puzzles.
We're
What
gonna
a weird day.
read
What
another
a
story
weird childhood.
in this episode.
Touche.
But just this one, I promise. Unless you want more, of course. Okay, so, Book of Goblins. The princesses... How fitting that I read the first 3 stories already, isn't it? It's the 4th story that we have to read right now. Wow, what a coinky dinky. Okay, so... The Princess's Party. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the princess was melancholy because it was the 1-year anniversary of when she had run away from home. Sensing her sadness, her forest friends showed up at her door. They were headed by the pelican, pious and attentive, and organized by the moose, stalwart and farsighted. The old bear was there, with his claws so sharp, as well as the big frog, prattling away. Even the haughty muskrat, who almost never had time for anyone, had come. The bear invited her to ride on his back, promising no wolf would harry her path, and then the animals led her to a fairy glen, where a fabulous party had been prepared. There was a buffet of seafood the pelican had served from her never-emptying beak. The air was filled with winking fairy lights the moose had arranged after clouds filled the sky, and the gregarious frog mixed up fizzing drinks. Only the muskrat had done nothing in particular, mooching off everyone else's hard work. The princess had a very good time at her party, such a good time that she forgot to say thank you to any of her friends. Noticing this, the fairies devised a bit of mischief. When the princess went to open her gifts, she found 3 identical boxes at the edge of the glen. Puzzled, she turned back and gasped. The entire party had vanished. Because you have taken our friends for granted, called the naughty fairies. Oh, yeah, because you have taken our friends for granted, called the naughty fairies. We have hidden them from you. But we like games. Guess who has given you each of these presents, and you'll get your friends back. The princess opened the first box. Inside, there was a torch, which, when lit, revealed the truth. Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods when it's dark, and that I always see right from wrong. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? She opened the second box. Inside, there was a magic sword. Which would leap right out of the bearer's hands to defend them. Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I am protected if I'm ever under threat. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? She opened the third box. Inside, there was a bag of coins that always provided money if it was for something the bearer would truly needed. Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I have money to buy food when I am hungry and clothes when I am cold. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? The princess thought about her gifts, about her friends, and then she smiled certainly. Fairies, she said. I may have been thoughtless, but I appreciate all that my friends have given to me, and all that they have done for me. She gave her answers, and the vexed fairies were forced to restore the party in a flash of colorful light. One by one, she gave the animals a hug and thanked them for their presence, the party, and all they had done to help since she moved into the forest. And that is how the princess celebrated her first anniversary in the woods. Okay, so someone who wants to make sure we don't get lost, someone who wants to protect us, and someone who wants us to have money. Okay, we can take this drawing to the left as a guide. I don't have to flip over the pages. Okay, so once upon a time, deep ancient forest, blah, 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 blah. Wait. Maybe could the torch be the pelican? And wait. I think the bear must be the sword. That would make sense. Because he was protecting her earlier, and he's protecting her in this story again. No, the pelican might actually be the money, because she has a never-ending supply of seafood. And the money is meant for, you know, dire times, when you're hungry and you have to buy something. So who would be... the moose? Could the moose be the torch? Moose, bear, pelican. Let's try that. Moose. Bear. Pelican. Haha! Achievement unlocked. Crafty goblins. Ha! Big brain!
And boom, we're in.
Automatic lights. For some reason, even though there's no power. That isn't weird at all.
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, you know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Exactly.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that?
Now went off, okay.
Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
Could be anywhere, I guess. Oh, we have some memories we can take a look at, but not before we take a look at anything we can observe the regular way. Let's take a look at the sewing machine. Sewing machine, you know what I mean.
Sewing lessons were the absolute worst.
She made all our clothes. I'm sure she needed the help. And I, for one, am happy I can fix a torn seam.
Well, yes, that's useful, definitely. Gosh, what a creepy owl. Yeah, I would never put that in my house, just saying. Much like the frogs outside.
I tried to read this one. I could never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the author go insane or something? No wonder Marianne loved it.
Timeless Sea by Stephen Orchard? It's a bit pixelated, but I think it says Orchard.
Straight in the trash?
No, I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings.
Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
She and Tessa were best friends. Until suddenly they weren't. Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
I would like to know what happened too. And I think we're gonna find out. If not in episode 1, then in episode 2 or 3. Please don't let it be in here. Great!
It's here.
No! I'm not done yet. There's still stuff to look at and a memory we can call upon.
Oh. This explains a lot.
We're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
She always had to have a picture of us close by.
Why this picture, though? I mean, do you see the expression on our faces?
Ah, collectible. I knew it would pay off. Did the lamp just spawn in? New collectible, the Wise Princess. Well, something happened with the lamp. I don't know what it was, but something happened. Gonna see that in post-production. Yeah, and now for the memory.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why.
No idea why. Maybe because you treat
I
your
need them. I need my goblins.
children like shit. Maybe that's the reason.
We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Ooh. Virtue Seekers Youth Camp presented by the Alliance for Traditional. Oh shit. Conversion therapy.
Tyler,
What?
look.
Raising your transgender child and yeah, the traditional shit.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
Yeah. I think I need some air.
Is this the end already? Something's happening. I'm gonna share my thoughts on something in a second. There's no cutscene, but there is. It's going on, okay.
Are you really sure? I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Is it all gone? Yeah. It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
We starting to tear up a little.
Mom? Mom!
Especially now, maybe. That is that one fateful night, right?
God. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. Just
Mom?
Oh no. No. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Wait! Stop!
I hope I don't forget what I wanted to talk about, because there's more and more stuff I want to talk about. Just waiting for my chance.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe.
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here, because I will forget if I don't talk about all the stuff now. Okay, so first of all, something that I thought about when when we were viewing the memory, when she was there in spirit, so to say, in her bedroom, and calling Tessa, was her name, right? I think it was Tessa, on the phone, and complaining about, the kids and not letting her in on their business anymore. Actually, two things I thought about. One being that I guess that's part of growing up, that you maybe not share that much about your life anymore with your parents. And the other thing is that related to the whole, to the entire situation as a whole, is that both I and especially Tyler were blaming the mom Mary Ann for what she did. But it seems like she has some issues that run deeper, which is not making an excuse for what she did, what we assume she did, because as we just saw, things might not have been what they seemed. But since she had some issues that were running deeper, and since she was on medication that she didn't take, but, well, she had a prescription, maybe you... You know, it kind of hurts to say that, but maybe you can't really blame her because she wasn't herself. Because, you know, when somebody gets a serious depression or something, another mental health issue, whatever it might be, it's not that person's fault, you know? And if they act in a weird way because of their condition, you know, it feels weird because you guess she'd know better, but again, I somehow have a feeling that she isn't fully to blame for what happened. And since we found the book, apparently she was making an effort. And I guess when you're feeling down and when you're having some issues in your head, you yourself can't make sense of what is going on and how to respond to certain situations. And I think it's possible that part of her was like, no, this can never happen. I have 2 daughters. I will never have a son and a daughter. And, you know, that's why there was the pamphlet of the conversion therapy and why she harmed Tyler and why she was so upset. But then again, of course, she... Look at all the photos we found and the storybook. I mean, she loved her children. Apparently she sucked as a mother, as much as it sucks to say that, right? But she loved her children. She kept the memories alive. She celebrated the memories. She wrote them stories. And so, even though she was hesitant at first, I don't think she was ready to give up on Tyler. I guess she would have preferred to keep her daughter, but I think she also realized that the only way to keep her daughter, so to say, would be to accept that her daughter is actually a son. And that's why she got the book and that she wanted to educate herself more and be more accepting. And the other thing, when we had the flashback, when we actually were in 2005, right? Yeah, should be 2005. Yes. Yes, well, when they were still children, when Aly cut Tyler's hair. First of all, how cute was that? And how he even, how happy he even was that she did that for him. And, well, when he went into the shed to show his mom, when she said that this is all wrong, you know, there was a certain tone to how she said it, and I don't think... I guess you can interpret it as her being against his transition, but I don't know, the way she said that, it made it sound like she was talking about her situation as a whole, because again, we keep finding out more and more issues about her, so I don't think she was necessarily talking about him getting his hair cut. I don't know. You know, just theorizing, sharing my thoughts, until we, hopefully, will find out what actually happened in the past. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to address real quick. Anyway, yeah, if you share my thoughts, or if you have different thoughts, then please voice your opinion in the comments. I'm interested to see what other people think. But taking a look at my stopwatch, I've been recording for a little over 34 minutes now, so you know what that means. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again very soon in the next episode of Tell Me Why, or in another game here on my channel. Bye!